Hey everyone, and welcome to one of my absolute favorite things to do on my YouTube channel, and that is massive cache openings that are just generally pretty chill, relaxed, and we just get to sit back, chat while we open up 110 collector's reserves. It's a couple months of saving, and I really look forward to doing this with you guys, and I appreciate you guys being here. It's a ton of fun. I'm actually really excited to see what we pull. Now, one thing I will say is that part of the inspiration of doing it right now was that High Evolutionary just dropped. It just entered Series 5, and I had this dream that with like 110 caches to open, hopefully I actually pull High Evolutionary. I mean, obviously I have 22,500 tokens. I can just buy it. But I'm kind of interested in actually seeing, if I can pull it for free, which would be cool. And also, I want to see how many tokens come out of 110 caches. So it's a good little experiment here. So just note, 22,500 is where we're starting. And we're going to chill. We're going to open these up. We're not quite Series 5 complete. I'm missing Snowguard. I'm missing Howard the Duck. And I'm missing, obviously, High Evolutionary. So I'm really excited here to start opening these and see what we get. All right, let's get started. One thing I'll say is that I really appreciate everyone's support, by the way. 600 collector's tokens off the bat. That's pretty damn solid. Let's go. We'll take that all day long. One thing that I'll say is I think that, Marvel Snap, in terms of the meta and stuff, I'm never lucky for sure. If you're pulling titles, you're not lucky. Marvel Snap is in a really interesting spot right now. I think that the development team is doing a really good job trying to like keep the meta fresh for people and make it as enjoyable as possible, which I think is super important. We got 300 credits. That's not bad either. Let's go. But one thing I will say is that we just pulled Dazzler. Okay, pretty solid. Let's go. So that's a Series 4 card that I hadn't had yet, and we just got a couple caches in. Pulled Dazzler. I respect that. It's actually a card that I've been interested in experimenting with, but I do think it's pretty bad, so hopefully it gets buffed soon. But like, there's going to be a time where Dazzler is going to be meta relevant, and maybe even like on the OTA patch coming up, right? I'm actually recording this like on the day that High Evolutionary was released, and you'll probably see it a couple days after because people are going to want to see a lot of like the meta stuff around High Evolutionary and stuff like that. So my channel mostly have that in the meantime. But Marvel Snap's an interesting spot. I think it can be sometimes easy to forget that like we're in a position where, we're playing this awesome game, and it can be easy to get discouraged sometimes when we had credits here. It can be discouraging when like the meta gets really kind of one-sided, like with what happened with Shuri and Thanos and stuff like that. We just pulled Ghost too. Let's go. Okay. We're getting some luck here. We're pulling some cards. I appreciate that. So Ghost has been added to the collection, which I actually think is a pretty cool card. I've always wanted Ghost with Valkyrie. Valkyrie, I think, is a really good card, and I think Ghost really activates it. So Ghost is a pretty good tech card that's seeing almost no play, but whatever. But I think that Marvel Snap's in a really good spot right now, and I think that's a good thing. Unfortunately, I think there's some pessimism in the community as a whole. I mean, you're seeing on occasion kind of people being a little down on Marvel Snap. But for me, I actually like where the meta is. I like that there's a lot of different viability. I like that they're doing the over-the-air updates and keeping us updated and giving us opportunities to like play and experiment with cards that might not necessarily be meta. But as a content creator, like I'll tell you that like the views and stuff like that for Marvel Snap are down, and I think that's weighing on the conscience of some content creators. And I think it might be kind of, I don't want to say adding to the pessimism, but Marvel Snap's on a bit of a downward slope right now. But I mean, I'm not saying that the game's in trouble. It's just like the realistic truth is that you had that mobile launch. There was a lot of hype. They won a lot of awards. You had that really large inflection point early on. Got a Chibi Korg. Not bad. It's a pretty cool card. I like it. I do have a Korg variant that I like better, but still, I'll take a Chibi variant. Cool. The thing I'll say though is that this game still hasn't released on PC, right? Like it's on early access on Steam. It doesn't have a widescreen UI yet, so there's a whole bunch of factors I think that like kind of I don't want to say people are forgetting of, but we're not quite fully there yet with Marvel Snap, right? The sun is only still rising for Marvel Snap, and so if you're someone who's felt a little discouraged at times because the meta's rough or you're not getting the rank you want. I just want to be encouraging. I actually really like this Shocker. This is one of the best Shocker variants by far. I can see myself getting this one infinite. I'm actually going to favorite this one. That is a great Shocker variant. I'm very happy about that Shocker variant. But just don't get discouraged. Like if you haven't hit the rank you want or whatnot, like it's also okay to take a break and step back. Just do dailies, things along those lines, and I think that getting to 60 is valuable for that free variant, but outside of that, like if you don't want to make that push to infinite, like don't force yourself to do it. But one thing that's been motivating for me, and I know Cozy too, like we do the Snapchat and we talk about it all the time, how like we've generally found, okay. We generally tend to be positive people, and it's because we love the game. Like I love playing Marvel Snap. I love doing content for it. I consider myself so fortunate that I get to make content for a game I truly enjoy playing. Like sometimes I edit too far into the night. Like I'll be doing work and it'll be like 4 in the morning. I'm like, oh, I gotta go to work in 2 hours. I'll do that, but like I'm enjoying the process so much that it doesn't always feel like work. And I consider myself really privileged in that sense that I get to play a game that I love, make content, which I've always loved. I've always loved the creative outlet of making content, right? And I just want you guys to know I appreciate you so much. Like I know that if you're watching this video right now, it's not going to be my highest performing video. It's not the best decks of the week. It's not the most broken deck out there. It's not some meta guide. It's casually opening 110 collector's caches, right? And I want you guys to know that if you're watching this right now, like you're someone that I genuinely appreciate because you're just supporting my content. And I don't know, I feel like I'm living a dream sometimes. Like I feel like sometimes I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I can't believe that I get to release a YouTube video about a game I love, and people hit the like button, people interact with it, they comment, they tell me how much they appreciate the work I'm putting in. Like it is a lot of work. It is a lot of work. Content creation is a lot of work. It isn't always, sunshine and rainbows, as they say. But I consider myself so fortunate, honestly. My community is remarkably kind, remarkably supportive of me. And I just want you guys to know I appreciate you so much. Like anytime that, times get rough or whatever, I have you guys to fall back on. I'm not just saying this either, by the way. I'm not just kind of talking out, blowing smoke, as they say. Like no, like really, you guys are amazing. Compared to others, we got Shayna. Let's go. That's fantastic. This is one of my favorite cards I've been wanting to experiment with. So I'm really happy I actually pulled Shayna, because I feel like she is a really, really good card that's probably being slept on, like in a major way. So you're gonna see some decks with Shayna. What I was saying though is that I consider myself fortunate because like even on like Twitch, for instance, right? Like my viewership's, it's good. Pixel variants. We're getting them out of the way. My viewership's good, but what I'll say is like the support I get's insane. Like like in terms of like my general viewership, like I get a tremendous amount of support, and it does not go unnoticed. Like I recognize that each one of you really do a lot to support me and my content, and I want you guys just know I appreciate it. Like it really does mean the world to me. And even though Snap as a whole is on a bit of like a downward slide, like the amount of support I get, like even just like actually last time I did this video, I talked about how like the algorithm was kind of like not great, and views were down and stuff like that, and a major way that people could help was just by pressing the like button on the videos. Like I know it sounds like YouTuber cringe, but just hitting the like button makes a tremendous difference. Like it's crazy. And sure enough, like you guys did exactly that. Like you guys have literally kind of resurrected and buoyed my channel, so to speak, simply because like you are hitting the like button and you're commenting and you're engaging. And even people that just say like commenting for the algorithm, liking for the algorithm, whatever it is, it helps. It sends a really positive signal to YouTube and has kept this dream alive. Oh, it's a Dan Hip. It's a Dan Hip stature. I like it. I like Dan Hip variants, so I'm happy I pulled this. Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is like I genuinely appreciate everyone, and I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm legitimately living a dream, and it's a good feeling to know that you're appreciated by the people that you're making content for, and that they understand you. And even when like I took the week off to go away with my family, this was the first time I've ever taken a break from content creation. I took a week off to spend time with my family, and like it was like when I came back, it's like I hadn't missed a beat. Like everyone was super excited to see me again, was super complimentary, super supportive, and it's rare on YouTube. So I want you guys to know how much I appreciate you. And I got some plans too. Like I have a whole bunch of new series for Marvel Snap that I'm willing to do. Trying to like do some more collaborations with some people that I think is really exciting. I'm trying to like break the mold of what a collaboration looks like. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I also have a couple ideas for potentially even new channels, not related to Marvel Snap and not even necessarily related to gaming. I do have a couple ideas around like variety gaming and stuff like that, but a very specific niche in variety gaming that I'm interested in. Like, I don't know, are you guys interested in variety gaming? Like, would you guys be interested in like another channel that just does not cover Marvel Snap and covers like other things? Much more like Discovery centric, like, covering like kind of like new indie releases, stuff like that. That's kind of what my main interest is. Or just general gaming, I'm not sure. But I do have an interest in a whole bunch of stuff. I actually have a finance channel. I teach finance. I teach computer technology, and I teach finance. And I have a finance and economics club that I run with a good friend of mine at our high school. I'm a high school teacher, and so I run the finance and economics club with one of my colleagues, and we compete in a challenge in the United States by the Wharton School of Business. And our teams generally do really well. And so I've always had an interest in finance and kind of like building financial stability over long periods of time, like kind of like very safe investing, nothing risky, one would say. Like I'm a boomer investor, one would say, right? Like ETFs, general market funds, stuff like that. But I do have an interest in that. I actually have a channel about that as well. But that's kind of taken a back seat since Marvel Snap has kind of propelled my content into the limelight, one might say. So it's been a wild ride over the last couple of years. Like, I've been making content for, oh man, it feels like 5 years now. 5 years now on YouTube, specifically about 5 years, and that was a long time ago. But on YouTube, it's been at least like 5 years, I feel like. And a whole bunch of projects, whole bunch of experimentation, stuff along those lines. And it's crazy how far I've come. Sometimes I look at some of my older videos and I'm like, man, I can't believe like that's what I thought a good green screen looked like. Or, I can't believe I thought that camera angle was good. Or, oh, this is the best Dan Hip. This is the best Dan Hip variant by far. The Leech one. This is great. I love that. But it's funny to see how far I've come. And I hope to continuously improve, honestly. Like, I hope to make my my production quality better. I hope to make my sound quality better, my video quality better. I hope to make my gameplay better, the videos themselves better, my editing better. Like, I'm always trying to get 1% better with every single video. That's kind of my goal. Get a little better with every single video. And, we got a lot of shocker variants today. And just kind of, do the best I can. So it's been exhausting, though. I'm pretty sure in terms of like content creators, I'm one of the few that I think still maintains a full-time job while still trying to play Marvel Snap and release like borderline daily content. So I do work full-time. I'm a high school teacher, as I said. I've got 4 kids who, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, they're more work than going to work. The easiest part of my day is pulling out of the driveway, I'll tell you the truth. But yeah, I work full-time with 4 kids, and that's a cute little van. And I feel like my strategies thus far has been like just sleep less, just sleep less and just do more work and get more done. And I don't know how sustainable that is, right? I don't know how sustainable that is, but most content creators of kind of like that are getting like the viewership roughly that I'm getting are generally full-time content creators. So there's that. It's I feel pressure. Like, I feel the pressure to perform, the pressure to try to keep up, even if it's kind of unrealistic, if that makes sense. Like, it's kind of unrealistic that I can keep up, but I try. This is my full-time job. No, it's not. It's not. And I mean, this kind of gives me pause. Like, I've always wanted to be a content creator, right? And like I actually went to school for communications technology and multimedia because I wanted to make video. I wanted to work in film. I wanted to make movies. And one of my best friends, actually a director in Los Angeles, and he kind of chased that dream. And I got married and had a family and stuff like that. And so I was like, you know what? I can always moonlight. I can always moonlight as a YouTuber, making content and stuff like that, and live that dream that way. And so I'd always been kind of in the back of my head, what would it take to be a full-time content creator, right? Like, I wonder. And I've even debated stuff like doing like channel memberships on YouTube, but like, I want to make sure that it provides some sort of value for people. Like, I don't want to like pay gate good content. Like that's not what I want. I'd want people to be able to get like fun stuff from it or stuff like that, but not like, I don't want to like, you know, put like a deck of the week series or something behind a paywall. I don't think that's right either. But giving people additional opportunities to kind of like help support me, I've been debating about. But it's kind of like the weird part about YouTube, right? Like, you know, YouTube, the ad revenue is like a lot lower than people expect because I think there's a lot of ad blockers, stuff like that. And just the ads just don't pay pretty much of anything either. And oh, I will say, I'm one of the only YouTubers that I do this, by the way. You might notice that no matter how long my videos are, there's really not that many ads in them. Even if I release like a 20-minute video, YouTube will add like 4 ad breaks in it. I'll remove all of them and only put one, like in the middle somewhere after a game or something like that. The Snapchat, sometimes I do 1 ad break after every, like after one for every topic switch. So it'll be like 2 ads in the thing or something like that. But I literally reduce the ads that YouTube puts into my videos by like 80%, by literally 80%. Cause I'm like, man, this would be so annoying to watch. If there's like I release a 12-minute video and YouTube will literally put, this isn't a joke, I could even show screenshots if necessary. YouTube will put like 4 or 5 ads in a 12-minute. I'm like, what? Like, who's gonna watch this? Like 2 minutes and then an ad comes up. Like, that's awful. So I really try to like restrict that stuff and control it, right? So yeah. So maybe like if you guys have ideas for like what you'd want to see in channel memberships, like let me know. Like what's a perk that you like? If like, you know, and I'm talking like nothing crazy, like, you know, I'm talking like, you know, a couple bucks a month type thing. Like what's kind of a perk that you would be interested in for something along those lines? We are on the last collector's reserve and we did not pull any Series 5 card, which is actually kind of sad. We opened up 110 of them and we got some variants, I guess. So this is actually a rough pull, like 110 caches. We really didn't get all that much. A couple, you know, Series 4 cards. What's our... So we went from 22,500 tokens to 36,100 tokens. Okay. So you can call it... whatever. I'll let you guys do the math. I don't feel like doing it off the top of my head. But, all right. Some decent tokens. We got some tokens there. But, I mean, we opened up 110 caches. It should have been a little more than that. But, I mean, that's the opening, I guess. That's what we accomplished here. And I guess I got some credits, too. I mean, I started at... 6,395 credits. We got almost 12,000. Started at 7,275 gold. So we got a couple thousand in gold too. So we did get some currency, which is nice. It's nice to see pulling some currency. We didn't get that many cards though. Ultimately, if I go to recent and sort, we are going to see, well, recent and sort. So I did get the Thanos variant. I did get the Shocker variant, which was really nice. I did get the Leech, which is great as well. That's great. So we did get a lot of stuff. Oh, I got the Stature. The Stature's okay. I think the Leech one's better. Oh, Shayna. Yeah, all right. We got Shayna. We got the Dazzler. We got Ghost. We did get a couple cards, but obviously I would have liked High Evolutionary, but it looks like I'm just going to have to scroll. First of all, scroll down. Why isn't this scrolling? The game won't let me scroll. There we go. All right. Well, we're spending 6K now for High Evolutionary. I know there's no refunds. I want the card. I wanted the card before, damn it. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for all your support. As I said, you're going to be probably seeing a lot of High Evolutionary content on the channel. But, I mean, this video is probably going to come out after. And I just want you guys to know from the bottom of my heart, like, thank you so much for, you know, all the support you give me, like, monetarily. And just, like, even if, like, you can't, like, you know, subscribe or get a membership or whatever. And, like, just, you know, the fact that you're watching and engaging, commenting, and pressing the like button, all those things, it really makes a huge difference. And I want you guys to recognize that I recognize that every single view I see is a human being engaging with my content. And I always told myself, and I stick to this, that I never want to lose sight of that. Like if I have a video that gets 10,000 views, I picture 10,000 people in a room and what that looks like. And I try to understand and put in perspective that those are people I'm speaking to. And so I want you guys to know I value you, and that every decision I make content-wise is essentially to make sure that, like, I'm delivering on a promise. I'm delivering on a promise that if I say these are the best decks of the week, that I'm doing the research to make sure I'm trying to get you the best decks of the week, that I'm trying to give you the best opportunities to rank up, or with the Snapchat, that you're seeing a genuine conversation between two friends about a game we all love. So I want you guys to know I appreciate you so much. Thank you for your support, and we'll see you in that next Marvel Snap video.